Yeah, there we go. I think everything's ready on my end to at least start drawing. So I need to bring up my reference. I always forget to do this. Oh, this won't show off anything else? No? Okay, wonderful. It's not going to show the gigantic butt I have openly. Right. Edit. This needs to be transformed. Flip. Vertical is not the right choice. Transform. Horizontal. Then I need this just as a general thing. Okay, drop this back down. Why is it doing that? There we go. So how do I do this? First, I should probably make this not as intense. I'm drawing on the wrong layer. Stabilization's still on. So this is meant to be the center of the face here. Meaning this section here would be more down here. Technically, yeah, you would see it'd be like this. No, hold on. I just loosely do it my form. No. Well, there's the eye line. That's, well, probably it's more like this. Meaning here. That's way too far out. Or would this be better? Oh. Does this be like where the cape would be? It would end up being like this. Have it like this. Section would be okay. Oh, why do I always give myself these difficult things I have to do? like the next carry going forward, so... Something like that, because then you would have the eye section here. Disappearing off to one side. No, it would be like this. Yes. But it'd be... Oh, what button did I press? But it would be like this. Oh my lord, I'm so hungry. E. Okay. Oh, no. Yeah, you're not going to see anything from that angle. How do I best represent this? No. Something like that. I think it would be like this. No? Oh, yes. No. It looks like that. Yeah. And that would go on around, giving the sense of depth. I have no idea what you're talking about. This is totally not me also playing Card Shop Simulator at the same time and just letting the things tick by because I've completely automated my shop and I don't have to do anything. It is a brilliant idea and I love it so much. Trust me, I would also I considered doing an actual idle game. Yeah, well, I'm doing a different thing. So the idea in this one is, in the back of my head, I've always wanted to have, I wanted to always draw a drawing stream thumbnail. And sorry, the music in my head is starting to overpower my thoughts. Hold on. And okay, that's a little, no, that still needs to be a little bit louder. I can just adjust on my end. Hang on. So what I wanted to do was have a drawing thumbnail on YouTube that would reflect what I'm doing at the time. And I asked a mutual, you might spot that, Nowlin, which, by the way, welcome in. Have a nice day and take a seat if you need to. About what I would be putting in this area here. If I just circle it. And they made a brilliant point about what I could do with it. Putting whatever I'm currently working on in that section for each of the streams. Which I thought that was brilliant. So what I'm doing now is working on the drawing stream thumbnail. Yeah, as a thumbnail. And the idea is, like, if I can hide away this, it would just be this, just me sitting drawing. Obviously that's not the 100%, so it's not super noticeable. There we go. It's a little bit more clear. Matt, you don't have like a perfect... Yes, you're allowed to. Out of everyone I know, you are the only person who could give me more than 2 cents if you really want to. And before, it's actually a stupid idea. I'm still gonna do it. Plus more drawing practice. But yeah, no, like, please, give me your input. The thumbnail is what it is, a thumbnail. Yeah. So zoom into the size of the thumbnail and tell me what you see. Oh, sugar. Oh, Well, right now I don't see much considering it's not done, but I think that whenever it's done, I'm not going to put like a ton of effort into it. I just want to have one. Because if I were to open... probably not, realistically. But no, the thing I'm drawing in here is going to be like whatever I'm drawing, just copy paste it, resize, and put it in there, and it's like it's more than easy enough done. Because if I do this, that's a removable layer. But hang on while I find one thing, just to show it. Where did I put it? It is. So the focus is on drawing. Well, hang on then. So let me import an image, something I've already done. If I can find one. I've shown off this before, so I can use this. So the thought project is not grabbing the white space. Click on this layer. This is just to try and bring to point what you're talking about. Yes, apply the transformation, bring it down under base sketch. Now bring up the eraser. Ah, it does this weird thing where I have to rasterize it, and I don't like doing that. Because I don't think about doing it. Make the eraser bigger. Just do a good enough job. Oops. Make it a little bit bigger. Oops. Because it would kind of look... I'm just going to do it rough. I realize me trying to do clean details is not going to be perfect. And now if I zoom out, just to see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's going to be next to impossible to see whatever's going on here. Especially if it's a complicated piece. So I guess realistically this area here doesn't matter. So I could leave it to be just this. Or alternatively, I do what you did, or what you suggested, and have it be... hide my big butt. Have it be like this. Sure, please. Because at most, like this, most I've only really done a few thumbnails in quite some time. I was trying to find one earlier. Here it is. Well, it's this is the folder where it is. That's an old thumbnail I drew ages ago of a game I was playing. I should actually go back and finish it. And it was for EO2. And it looked like that. Which I thought looked pretty good. Especially considering that was done in Photoshop. Oh, my Discord's minimized. Hold on. Just context, where are you sending this? Just so I'm aware. Yeah, that's fair. Which, apparently I muted myself there. I don't know if you heard, but where is it you're sending it? Just somewhere. Take your time. What I am going to do at least is close this one, bring up the other thing I'm wanting to work on. I can delete this one. Because personally, I do want it to be this, where it's the full character rather than the actual thing I was drawing originally. I just originally wanted it to be something kind of funny that would go in there. Either just a bunch of scribbles, me and my big butt, or what was the other option? Me drawing the same picture that is currently being drawn. Like, literally, a kind of a meta thing where this was inserted into this area. Because I thought it'd be funny. For me, at least. Discord. Understood. Opened. Yeah. You gotta be eye-catching. Yeah, that's very eye-catching. I think... So if I were to take away the focus from the drawing that's being done here, and just leave it, you know, just this here kind of funny thing that if you spot it, you spot it. Did you? I guess you kind of did, yeah. Because people would look at it and go, ooh. Wait, is this also like you saying for me to focus on the hands where I would get in hand practice? Because I don't want to do that. I mean, I don't mind doing it, but it's just... fingers suck. I suppose it would cut down the amount of effort I would actually have to put into this. I'll probably still end up finishing the full thing, but for a thumbnail part I could just do 2 versions. I will take your suggestion. First things first, I'm going to save this, so I have 2 copies. I do want to finish this as a full thing. So, imagine this. You know, on the YouTube thumbnail, you've got like whatever the room is here. But it's this picture. Oh, in here. To be kind of meta about it, at least initially. So, since I wanted to have it be the thumbnail, I should probably try to focus on the hands for now. So I've saved one version. I don't remember if I've saved or not, so I'm just going to save again. Now, I have to resize the canvas size. If I remember right, the thumbnail size at max is 1280 by 1080? Or what's the thumbnail size again? Hold on. $1280 by 720. That's the size. Surprisingly large when you think about it. 80 by 720. Holy shit, my image is gigantic if that's the true size of it. Oh. Let's try that again, shall we? Wait, can I change the image resolution? I might be able to. But how would I... If I change the resolution, that wouldn't work. Because I'm using this for just general practice too. I'm specifically looking for canvas size. 1280 and then 720. using this little tiny area. Right, let me think about this. Okay, I think I know what to do to best try and capture the hand idea. So it's down here, as you based on your suggestion. Did I undo the right thing? Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change the canvas size, but I'm going to do it manually. I'm going to have it focused on the hands. Like this. That's close enough. You know what? Have it like this. That is now smaller, but now what I can do is change the resolution. Hopefully it keeps what I want. It's not. Unless, cancel, edit, canvas size, and then I do 1280 here. Hey, there we go. That's the actual size of the canvas. What that means now is I just need to zoom in on my own hands. But no, I think I'll do that because if that's a good suggestion, based on you, oh crap. Based on what you said, that's probably the better choice. And it'd be more, impactful, especially if I plan on doing like the changing out this layer for whatever I'm working on at the time. Because then it would end up, it would then end up looking like. Bear with me. I'm just doing a quick scuffed thing, real quick. Edit, transform, scale, rotate. Shrink, twist, make it a little larger, maybe a bit larger. Okay, make it huge. I want the upper body. There we go. I'm gonna hit enter on this. And then I have to rasterize this layer. Take the base sketch up to the very top. Make this halfway translucent so I can kind of see what's going on. Now this is obviously just a mock-up, so I'm just trying to make it clean enough so I can kind of go, yeah, that works. Add that one. But my mock-ups need to be a little bit more cleaner and at least organized for myself. Just so I can kind of see like what you're cooking based on this idea. Oops, that's the paper line there. That's the, so it would look like that. You know what? I think you're cooking with that. Because also, I could then end up having like just drawing stream across here or whatever down here, and it would work. Yeah, no, I think I like that a lot better. I'll still have the other one to just draw as a in-between. It also means that I'll probably learn something from doing these hands, and then I can apply it in the actual drawing. whenever I go about doing it. But now what I need to do is just go undo a lot till I get rid of that extra layer. There we go. Now if I zoom in, what is that layer for? Oh, that was the overline. Okay, base sketch 50%. It also means I don't have to do as much table stuff, which is nice. So, thank you. But now I have to stare at my hands and go, okay, what the hell do you look like? So clearly the back of the hand is square. Okay, I need to actually like decrease the size of this. Not that I'm super zoomed in, or on a smaller canvas to make the lines a little bit more responsible. Get a program that allows you to customize hands. I would have to probably find that. I know CSP has like hand models, but it's more of a, like, this is how I block out hands normally, with this just cubes, because it just kind of makes it easy. It's just more of a staring at the hand and going, but is there a program that allows me to customize hands? Bear with me. Program. Oh, maybe I shouldn't be typing in this entire thing. Hand refiner. That's an AI. No. Oh no, this is probably a horrible thing to search because I'm getting a bunch of AI stuff. Ugh. That's annoying. These are all things that are like, fix your hands, fix your hands. It's all AI. I guess I'm kind of out of luck unless someone else has one that works. That's not fun. Bear with me, the day ended in TCG. I forgot to pay my rent bill on that day. Alright, I might just have to raw dog this then. Because if I'm now on page 3, no, 4. No, it's 3. That... Now we're on to like doctors about hands and everything. Like, that's definitely not the way I wanted it. Wait, is that what they probably use whenever they're doing the hand thing? That's kind of scummy. Make a program for the hands. Well, then again, AI stuff is always kind of scummy no matter what. Well. Revest on my reference. Well, yes. Because I'll be honest, I'm not putting the picture up now. I actually did have a reference on this, which was literally my hand holding the pen and flat on the table. Hence why this is kind of like okay looking. Still can't figure out how to get like the thumb to look right. It's just, how do I draw this and put it here? That's like, I'm not too bad at drawing hands because I've kind of figured out the blocking way of doing it. I just don't like drawing them armored. Normally I try to have the hands where it's like, okay, I'm mostly showing the inside, because the inside's a little bit easier to draw than armored. That's the one time I'm like, not armor. I guess you're not wrong, but it's like, okay, you know what? Stop talking, Arth, and just draw. Just draw what you're thinking. Because that'll probably end up sorting out half of the issue that you're dealing with. I should probably work on the easier hand for now. No, because it's going to end up being like that, so... And I don't actually have to worry too much about the actual thing, because it's going to end up being like this. The thumb... Yeah. I gotta... what I need to do is transform this. Can I crop? No. Okay. Because I need just the hands, and I just have everything else. So let me go to scale. Let me just make it as big as possible, but within reason. That works. So I'm going to hit enter on that. I'm then going to duplicate this layer. Wait, that is the right hand, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right? Yeah. I'm going to rasterize these two. Surprisingly, I don't actually have to worry about this part. I can kind of just almost drop it in like no problem. I shouldn't rasterize that one. But I can... Did that erase? It did. I can get rid of this. Just lock. I'll get rid of all the way up here. Just so I don't have to keep moving the damn hand around. There is a little section up here, which... No, actually, you won't see that. You won't see that. Yeah, no, it's already like, you're just talking about it. Maybe do it. And to think I was supposed to do this ages ago instead. Because I just need these hand references just up. So I can actually do it right. Am I on the right layer? Yes. Gotta make sure I actually have like the hand protection in there. Otherwise I think I might draw that wrong if I don't. Obviously this isn't going to be like a perfect piece. But, you know, I might as well try somewhat on it. There. That's all better. Hide this and make sure that... There we go. Now, I'm going to join this hand, which I'll have here. Perfect. Move this. Wrong one. Means I can do this. I can hide this one for now. I can make this a little more translucent. I'm going to the pen. I'm going to erase that and just restart, just so my brain is not so stuck on it. So this is the meat, this is where the gloves would be. So it would come to about here. And go about here. looks about right. This might be a little bit more angled. Curves. Yeah, that looks better. Because this is all going to be like an armored section for the thumb. Actually, hold on. The joints have a cube on it. So it would be like this. If I draw them separate and away from each other, I don't have to worry too much about spacing. No, it needs to go like this. Sorry, I'm scratching my nose. Ah, no, come on, I can get a good line. No, my brain does not want me to get a good, there we go. That looks thummy. And it's gonna end up connecting down here. Oops, I went way too far. Come on. There we go. It's tubular. I think this is gonna be all just glove. Now, because I don't exactly trust myself, I am gonna make a new layer here. So up here would be like the tips of the fingers. Here would be the knuckles, and this would be the rest. Oops. So I should probably determine the split of it. Around there's okay. These fingers are obviously going to lose a lot of the definition. Don't mind me, I'm staring at my own hands. It's going to be a slightly fatter finger, and then it's going to be like this. No, it needs to follow the other line. Thankfully, the thumb here covers up this part, so I don't have to worry about detailing that. It looks thummy, yeah. Now, the knuckle here is going to be on a different layer, just for my own safety and sanctity. The peak of it is going to be give or take around here. I'll slightly go up, slightly. Go up here. Drop back down, and then connect. Undo that line. There. Then go to this layer. Yes. It needs to have a square section there. I guess what I call that layer is the knuckle layer. This would end up connecting, because if I have the other glove, yeah, it kind of just goes up. I should keep that up for now. So it kind of goes up like this. Oh, that's maybe too far. Technically, it should probably be like that, but and then I would cut down, and the finger joint here. Now, the fingers are not that thick. Oh, I don't have an inside hand view, but the thumb here looks like it's completely sealed. Same with this finger here. I don't see like a glove section. So I'm assuming the fingers are completely sealed within. Yes, I know I'm the person who originally commissioned this, but I forget that. So it would kind of bulge out. Those fingers look a little fat. I mean, the glove would end up having like this. You have like the fat of the hand in here, so well, no, the pen's going to be covering that, so I don't have to worry about that. What section is this again? This one. I can erase that. That's huge. Get rid of here. I can go back to trying this. No, because the fingertip is going to be right around here. So if I were to try and draw an imaginary nail, and then I work from there. It's too far up, but it's definitely within the realm. And technically that wouldn't be in there. Then it would curve up, go up here, and then come across. And then go to the eraser. Hi, DK. How's your day going? Why the hell? I'm better off drawing in like a... Nope. Good, good. It's always nice to chill. I'll do that. Get that away from there without losing that progress. Oh, shit. No, wrong thing. There we go. Nope. Yes. You got many plans today? Let's go around with the fingertip of B, so this part needs to curve off. Maybe like this. Because if it's sealed within it, well, no, I can keep that line actually. That one would give me an indication of like the fingertip itself, which is going to be necessary. Alright, am I grabbing this pen with my middle finger or index finger? Looks like I'm grabbing it with my ring finger. Finish it, use like our stream and do some activities away from the computer. Sounds like a good plan. It is a Monday after all. Okay, so it's the middle finger. So the middle finger is going to be like bent inwards. So it's going to be like around the top here. And the actual tip will be, oh, it's going to be more like here. If I erase this section. I have upset myself with this finger size. Because it would be like that. say I don't struggle with fingers, but it's still a case of like doing it right for me. Just experimenting until I get it to look right. I just realized I've been flipping myself off this entire time because I'm holding my middle finger up trying to determine like what it looks like. And don't mind me and my Subway Surfers technique here. I just find it funny to do. Okay, let's see. The middle finger's gonna be way closer. Yeah, mine is back to front. Because I don't know how to change the way that text would go, but it goes from the top down. But because of the text, I could probably just do this. Just shove it over the top of my head, it's fine. I could maybe chop it. There. That works. It's not so messy up at the top. Also, hi, Lucius. I still don't personally... Celerotus Lucius? Friend? How are you doing? Yeah, we'll look at that. Yes, test. Did I say that right? Let me get rid of the thumb from there. So I can work with there being a full finger here. So I can at least draw it. Top to bottom. I don't know how to change it. Wait, no, I got rid of all that. There's no point in drawing an extra line in there. And it should come here, then it will pull down. I would have to color that. How spicy? Like curry? Is curry actually getting really spicy? Might be. Oh, I realize now that I would have fingers over here. How did I draw this pen originally? Well, I can change the size of it and get rid of these extra lines that are messing with me. On this, go on the wrong layer. Pop that there. Actually, that reminds me, I do have curry, pasta baked curry that I should eat soon. I'm gonna be smart rather than trying to draw a straight line. A fascination from a very young age, mostly. Back 10 years ago, give or take. Well, actually, no, it's probably closer to 12. No, 13. My main interest was sci-fi related things, Gundams, mechs, etc. But then I ended up playing a game called War of the Roses. It's dead now on Steam, sadly. And for some reason or another, it really piqued my interest. I don't know if it was actually out at that point in time. Well, no, I still have actually an interest in sci-fi stuff, but drawing mechs and everything is currently very, very detailed work, at least the ones I want to try and do. And armor, to me at least, is a good in-between where you can kind of learn how to do the detailed part, but it's mostly in the form of the shading and the coloring of the armor itself. You can still do like the intricate details, like in I don't have any examples right now. And a number of other things, like if you have someone who's from like a royal family, they could have a very decorated armor and everything. But the reality is it's just been an interest since a very young age, give or take. Hasn't ever waned, hasn't ever really changed. Albeit it did change from super fantasy to hyper realistic to a mix of fantasy and realistic, where it's like, it's definitely, you know, designed to look fantastical, but it's not insanely fantastical. Like, you could realistically go, oh, you know, if you were to go back far enough in the history books, maybe some noble had that type of design for their stuff, but it was never really practical, so it never made its way to popular usage, because that's generally how most of the historical things is. It was made at some point, but it just wasn't super practical and or was too difficult to recreate. Because Finger Gauntlet, like I see here, is like maybe 15th century, give or take. But that's because they gotten so good at, it might be 17th actually, where they got so good at being able to recreate this that they're able to do it. But realistically, you get mittens that are going to be like one big chunk, and you get your little fingers poking out, and they're called like, well, mittens. This would be all glove. What layer am I on? There. There we go, there's a pen on, pencil, whatever you want to call it. Now, if I had the sketch. That is a big ass thumb, but it's fine. I'm probably to let it sit. I don't actually know how I would improve on it. I've got to hide this. Because then this is going to be like the fat of the hand. Yeah, it is really, really insane when you think about it. Like, this was stuff that was made hundreds of years ago, and they just forced people to do it. Whereas if you go to now, it's like, okay, well, we have these insane skyscrapers, but that's kind of it. I haven't really seen any amazing buildings that are like, why the hell did we make this? There's probably been a few, but I'm just not aware. I'm not an architecture student. This would be armored up here too, so this would probably be more closer down here. Up the wrist. Oh no. Hold on. So if I have this section here, if I could just get the arm drawn to be satisfying. I guess what I could do is just kind of shove it in. There is another streamer who I do partake of every so often, who could probably be a lot better on historical things of that nature, and he's known as Cardell VA. I don't know how to shout out on Twitch. Then I'm going like this, and then oh, this would be a lot bigger. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, I'm back. I kind of wish that the there was a way to get Twitch integration within that game. It would be beautiful in a really, really funny way. Okay, so I've sketched out the arm. That means I know where to go for, like, the fat of the glove. Oh, no. There we go. That's been too fat. It's gonna come from somewhere. Yes. There we kinda go. Yeah, I had to sit back and look at it. Erase that. Like this layer and erase this because it's covering this. No. E. What is that hand? No, I got up to do something. So you probably didn't actually miss anything of actual note, thankfully. Really, it's the worst? I would have thought they'd be a bit more effective about that. Huh. Guess you're always going to be surprised in some way, shape, or form. Oops. And not for like the joke of like, you know, Germans are very efficient. It's just more of like, I would expect them to be relatively good about that because they, you know, were good about it at one point, I think. Or again, it could be wrong. Let's take this to go down here and then come up. Does that look better? That looks better. Really, it's not digitalized. Huh. Well, I mean, if that's how it be, that's how it be. Then again, I imagine there's a lot surprising amount of places that aren't actually like super in on the whole digital, going full digital. Oops. File something over carrier pigeon. No, that would be amusing to see. Considering I did make a joke about my friend who is in Australia and his net has been pretty bad. And I made the joke about it being delivered by carrier pigeon. Oops. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Let me refine this a little bit. I think straight line is no this. Because I didn't originally. Well, if it's a local bakery, and I'm assuming it's like a mom and pop bakery, that's a little bit more reasonable to an extent. Because places like that are still like, we just can't afford to get the necessary things for it. I think like this looks like it's a separate like block knuckle. So what I might do is chop this back. Make this. Alright, chop it back a little. Nope. Chop it back a little bit more. And that come down. Down. Erase this little section. Have this come up just a little bit more. I mean, it's fair. I too like having the money being very physical when it comes to it. So it wouldn't be like that. It would be a whole lot more aggressive. But yeah, no, I can't blame them for wanting to keep physical cash on hand. Because if everything goes digital, then it's like, it's not really... You don't need to have your card out for everything. And I'd be the weirdo who might run around with, like, you know, some physical monetary amount on me. There we go. Just had to take a few tries. I don't know, I just having... It's efficient, yes. But, again, I'm trying to avoid the stereotype here. You know, not everyone's going to be like that. Not everyone's going to be wanting to be super efficient. They're wanting more comfort. And I can't personally blame them. Is that a part of this hand? No, it's part of the fingers. Means I can actually erase this. I knew that it looked a little weird. I just couldn't put my finger on it. But shh. Yeah, that looks kind of okay. Yeah, that looks like actually pretty good. Where did I draw that? What layer is that on? Oh, that's a finger layer. Why is it like a finger layer? Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, I have a number of layers on this. Like, this is a layer. And that is like the meat of the foam and everything. this is a layer, and that's like some of the other fingers. And this is another layer, which is some of the other fingers. And then this is a layer that has nothing on it. And then there's a pen layer. And then that's the fat of the hand layer. And then that's the arm layer. I'm very layer heavy. Because I'm very scared. For me, it's having extra layers is like, okay, I draw a nice legs. I'm like, okay, well, that's not very nice. I draw nice legs of a stick man. I'm like, okay, let me make a new layer so I can make sure that the body I make works. And it means that with the body, oops, let me redraw that. With the body, if in the process I'm like, it doesn't look right, I can kind of just move it around. And or if need be, I can erase the legs when I realize, oh no, the legs are the problem, and still keep the body. That's why I split all these here into layers. I realistically probably shouldn't. But did get cut in half. Just a solid. But that's why I would do multiple layers. Every other artist has their own different things. I'm just worried about making a mistake that I can't recover from without redrawing an entire section. Because again, I'm still very new to the drawing. And making sure I don't make as many mistakes is just better for me. Personally. Well, that works. Because I can color it in and add shading and fix that up then. That is that hand done. No, I don't have the details. I could probably draw those in. No, hold on. Let me be smart about this. Yeah, different needs is like the main thing, because at least from the way I look at it, the way it kind of goes is sorry, I'm taking a bit of time trying to like run through this in my head. I draw personally something very complicated for me. Whereas if I were to draw something a lot simpler, I probably wouldn't need as many layers. Which is, fine. You guys can't hear that, can you? You hear my music, you hear the sneaky test. Oh, which, speaking of, almost another day over. Shouldn't hear anything else, okay. But yeah, no, I just added extra layers. I really probably shouldn't, because all the extra layers is bloat, and I don't name every single layer as I go through them. Which is fine. Sorry, I was doing my gimmick. And I would, but it's not done. Because I don't know what layers are at times. I'm going to duplicate this one because I don't feel super confident in being able to recreate the line at the edge of the gauntlet. Yeah, that's about right. Because now I can refine that as necessary. What I can do in this case is I can actually merge this down. And that will let me edit the two of them. I can refine the overall size of the lines. I'm going to avoid actually doing this part here on this part. And the only reason why is the shape of this here doesn't seem right. It should be like this. This should be a lot closer, but it seems very thick. I say as I try to draw freehand just to eyeball. I was about to say that was a very weird sense of line thickness. Would you be able to expand upon what you mean with that sentence? Just so I can kind of understand where you're coming through with it. It'll also be like that. It's fine. There's a thumbnail for YouTube. I should just get it done. Or at least I should just make my progress on it and have fun with it. Ah, shit. There we go. No. They need to be all the same circle. Make this a 2Z. Oh, that's 28. I don't need it to be that big. No. Yes. Yes. That is the point. That part is quite a bit thicker here versus here. You know what? You bring up a good point. I should... It's a good thing I did that. Oh. Oh, do you mean the actual lines being like... And then... Because if you do, that's just because I went really light on it, just to make sure I get the shape right. Yeah, here. Let me undo all those. Yeah, I see it too. It's something that I kind of went, okay, well, I could fix it. And just clean it up like that. And it looks a little bit more similar. But also, here is weird. Yeah, it looks a little bit more uniform. And then it's also kind of thicker here. Or sorry, thinner. Looks a lot better. Realistically, I'm gonna avoid merging that layer with anything else, because I'm gonna have to redraw that when it comes to like drawing the individual like ribbed for your pleasure sections on this. I refer to like braids because, you know, it's got like this little like circle effect. Different line thicknesses definitely help because thicker lines are like more noticeable, but if you use the lighter lines for like details of things, it kind of is really cool. Because like this could be like a shadowy area, and this would be like the lighter part where the light hits. But in my case, it's just because I'm working in 1280 by 720. The pen I'm using right now is just thicker, so I have thicker lines so that I can work with them. Because originally I used to work in size 4, which is like this size. Oh. That's not what I wanted. Size 4, which is like this. It's really thin lines, and it's okay if you're like sketching like, you know, things. But if you're trying to do details with this here, it's, at least in my experience, kind of painful. That's why I went with thicker lines. I basically doubled the thickness of it, because it gives me, like, I can still do thinner lines, but I just got the thicker ones that I can work with. And, like, you can, like, make the thicker lines look more pronounced if you get the right thing up. Because you're able to take away some of that thickness and make it look a lot better. Whereas with the thinner one, you're trying to do some... that's the eraser. Whereas trying to do the eraser, you have to like make the line, not the eraser, thinner lines. You'd have to start it that way. And it's a little bit more, you can still make it look sharp, but it's just like a lot more 915, yeah. Those are two good sizes. 15, that's the eraser. 15 is one I'm planning on using for larger pieces from now on, especially since the previous canvas for this original size was giant. Because it allowed me to still see the line and not be like sitting there squinting going like, what am I drawing? But on this here, since it's a lot smaller, I don't need it to be as big. I don't actually have a set size. I'm trying to work bigger so that whenever I'm doing details, it doesn't end up, you know, scuffed, where I'm like working on pixels to draw the details. You know, like I'd be doing something like this, and it'd just be aggressively pixeled. And then whenever I zoom out, it's like, oh, that just looks tiny. But whenever I'm zoomed in like this, I'm thinking like, oh yeah, this is so big and detailed. But then realistically, it's minuscule. What did I just do? Ah, zoom. Also, ooh, go. But what I could do is, if I'm smart. Yeah, fair. The actual number realistically doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, because the bigger you are, the more cleaner your lines will end up looking. This is why if you see sometimes like the really detailed pictures are actually gigantic in size. Now what I need to do is get one on a layer. Yeah, that's a point. If you draw simple, I imagine you don't really need as much room. Sprite sheets. I'm assuming for... No, don't merge. You know, game things. Am I on the layer? Nope. Because didn't you say you were, based on the number of things you said that you were learning how to do programming as well? Or was that me misreading? Check of all trades, but a master of none. Well, I mean, it just means whenever he comes up to anything else, you'll be able to actually like go, yes, I can work on that. Sorry, bear with me. I'm trying to get this damn circle to look right. It kind of looks right. What I'm gonna do is actually space them out. Then that saves me some mental effort on having to have multiple. Ah! So I might end up in another 20 minutes. It's gonna look scuffed no matter what. I can redraw it. It's fine. No, I can't. My brain is telling me I need to draw it by hand because no matter what I'm doing, it's not gonna look right. Individuality. Yeah. It just means whenever someone goes... I realize I don't think anyone will actually go super close to the drawing like I am right now and see that I kind of had to mess up the individual drawing. Oh, I still can't draw like an okay circle, okay? My best bet is like this. Like that's the best I can do. Because these aren't like circles, these are more like ovals because of the angling and everything. I mean, yeah, being average at almost everything and slightly better at some other things does lead to you being applicable to many different situations, which is a good thing. It means that you're never really not just sitting there feeling useless. That looks a little better. I can again go through, change it, color it, shade it, and make it look better. What does my arm look like? It just looks like a normal arm. I don't have to worry about anything on that thing. That's going to be just mostly coloring. Oops. I got rid of the arm. Oh, did I? Oh, I did not do what I thought I did. Okay, hold on. Let me duplicate this. Yeah, you'll be able to cover every base except for maybe some things. Sorry, duplicate. Make this halfway, but then hide it. Click on this one. Quickly go to my thing. I think we might be able to get another day out before I have to call stream. For Mordecai? Do you have some way of sharing it? Links are not allowed because I keep having bots come in and being like, link, link, link. They're all screaming simultaneously with the same voice, like it's some Legend of Zelda game. But if you have a link that you're willing to share, please do throw it my way. If I get rid of this hand, it's gonna look wrong, but like for all this purposes, I have this as a base sketch. I'm just getting rid of this so I can have paper. And the table in shot. There we go. I did say I would avoid merging that with anything, so I'm going to hide that real quick, and I'm going to hide this. I'm actually very satisfied with this here, so I'm going to merge everything visible. And then... Oh, I will do both. Does he stream today? No? Ah. Hi, Minty. Welcome, welcome. Oh, he streams tomorrow. Damn, okay. Well, it's fine, I can wait. Are you doing this a fine day, Mint? Which would you prefer? Clumsy, Minty, or full title and anything else? Hey, my voice always cracks. What are you talking about? It always cracks. What are you talking about? I can do it on demand. Minty is preferred. Anything is fine. Minty it is then. Yes. And also the Pepison soundtrack that is also in a mod that is also in RimWorld. RimWorld for me is a game that I adore a lot. Did I just erase part of that? Hold on. No. No. What is this a part of? Oh, it's part of the hat. Oh, you're still there. There we go. That looks a lot better. No, it's not increasing my brain as much. I would encourage you, Lucius, if you want to ever enjoy a game where... I need to change the inside of that. I just realized. If you want to enjoy a game that simulates life within a colony, but you're also still technically building it, give RimWorld another try. this time attempt to like think about what's going on and make a story. Because it is a very good story maker as well. You'd have a story about this one single person who's alone in the world and deals with everything else. $298 mods. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Wait, was that a bee? No. Where's that from? Is that a cape? No, it's not the cape. The cape goes like this. Yeah, I also had those. Though I had to, I think, remove several that used the old, what do you call it? Like the old, like, alien race mods that would use that as a base frame. Because it, mind you, I think, if I vaguely remember numbers, I had about 400, maybe 500 mods at one point. And, you know, a lot was like early medieval slash, you know, prehistoric stuff, going all the way up to sci-fi. And obviously, I cut a lot of them out because as time went on, I went, okay, I don't play with this one. I don't play with this one. I don't like this one. This one adds in a weird event that causes things to explode. I don't use these storytellers. I don't touch this type of content. Some stuff is just experimental mods that go in. So I end up removing them because realistically they're experimental. I don't plan on using them. And some of them are optimizes and things that are attempting to try and improve the that try to improve like the overall game experience. And I did end up cutting a lot of them because they were just eating up performance in the game. And also, I finally figured out you can use, what is it called now? It's a RimWorld mod manager program that cleared up a lot of the mods and actually organized them compared to I just put them in as I got them because I didn't really know how to really clean or modify RimWorld files to make them smooth. So as you can guess, things didn't go really too well consistently. Now, I have about 40 seconds, so I'm going to just quickly sketch out a rough thing for next stream on where the fingers will be. Because I have a 2-hour mark. I'm also ravenously hungry. Like unnaturally hungry. So I kind of want to go eat. I could probably pause and do that, but I also want to stop drawing my hands because I'm getting really self-conscious about my hand drawings. The index finger is as big as the ring finger. The little finger is about here. And then this is always going to be like this, because my hand's flat on the table. This, oh no. Just quickly sketching out the roughness of it all. Get this going. I know who we're going to raid next. I don't actually have a raid message. My usual thing is, fuck, I forgot one. Which for me personally is funny enough. No, it's not going to go like that. The individual... Okay, well, this one's right. This one... should be slightly higher. The joints I'm doing here right now are the individual knuckle guards that are kind of on the individual fingers up here. It's not super spottable, it's probably more spottable here. And I'm just drawing them in very loosely so that I have them for next time. Because with the hands being flat on the table, it means that I don't have to worry about the underside. So I can kind of work out that a bit better. Then I have the knuckle here comes up and comes up. And you get rid of this line. Because the hand is obviously like this. Goes like that. Comes down like this. Then comes in off the screen, comes down about here, circles this, drops down here. Nope. And they kind of come in a little bit more aggressively like this. And it kind of also has an ever so slight like indent. That's kind of semi-visible on the knuckles. Got this section done. Kind of just loosely sketch that in. I have to add depth to those fingers because it end up being like this. Because that's where the actual like armor would realistically be, but the fingers would end up being different. We'll work on that later though. That's a good enough sketch where I'll be happy to leave it off on that. So next stream will probably be refining this area, coloring in the arms and the table and this little pen mold here, and then that'll go up on YouTube, probably, depending on how long it takes total. So I'm going to save. On YouTube end, I'm going to end the stream, but on Twitch, I'm going to be spending a moment to make sure I actually raid out the right person. So for YouTube, thanks for chiming in and hope you enjoyed.